probably have heard by now that we're going on sabbatical soon, and we've heard lots of questions from you, which is completely appropriate. So you've had questions about when or why or where we're going to be and are we coming back and things like that. So we have a couple answers for you today.
So we just thought it'd be good to kind of answer all the questions in one moment. So you might be wondering, well, what is a sabbatical? And I'm just kind of pulling this directly from our church manual here. But after each 7 or more consecutive years of service in this church, the pastors provided a sabbatical leave for the purpose of ministry enrichment. And so the sabbatical is an opportunity for the pastor to step away for a period of time in order to be physically, spiritually, mentally, and professionally renewed and refreshed so that the pastor might continue to lead the congregation and serve the Lord in their calling upon return. So hopefully that description kind of answers one of the questions we've been asked the most, which is,
are you coming back? And the answer to that is a solid yes. We have no plans to go anywhere or to change anything. This is not a break to help us consider whether we want to do this anymore. It's to help us keep doing this. So in case you're still concerned, take comfort in knowing that we are actually contractually obligated to come back for 1 full year after sabbatical. Not that we need that. And I know the Lord can always change things, and we need to be obedient to him. But we've always said that if we die here serving this church and this area, we'll be very satisfied with our life. Another question people have had is, when are you gone? And I've had that question myself too, and it helps me to remember with the A's. April to August. So we are gone April 1st to August 22nd. 16 of those weeks are actual sabbatical, and the rest is using vacation time on top of that.
So you might wonder, well, who will be in charge while you're gone? And I don't love that question, but I understand the safety that comes in clear leadership. So we will have 2 interim pastors, and we really we reached high and shot big, and we kind of scored in finding some interim pastors who will be here. So you will have the first 11 weeks, Pastor Dave Postal, who comes with over 3 decades of ministry experience, the former lead pastor at Comox Pentecostal Church up there, as well as his wife Ann, and some of you know them, and they're wonderful people. The second 11 weeks, you will have Gavin. I think we have a picture of them. Gavin Briscoe, who is the campus pastor at Summit Pacific College. And so these are 2 really well-respected people from around our district and network of churches in British Columbia. So you'll be in really great hands, and you'll learn a lot from them. Also, obviously, you'll have our amazing pastors and staff who will still be here. Aaron West will be our interim chair of the church council. And, this is a healthy church, we really believe, and therefore, we just believe this will even increase the health of the church as, we are not dependent on 1 or 2 or 3 people, but responsibility is shared among several people.
The next question is, what will you be doing on your sabbatical? So first, we'll be seeking spiritual and physical and emotional renewal, and council has graciously accepted our proposal for how we plan to be renewed in these areas. And besides that, and including that, there are several things that we'll be doing. We're going to be spending time with our extended families in the States, so we're going to be traveling to them and spending time with them, and honestly, that's going to be a big part of our time of renewal and time together as our family and with our extended family, most of whom we haven't seen in 2 or more years now. Joseph is hopefully going to be finishing his PhD after his 7-year journey, and he's totally on the track to finishing it. So we'll be finishing that and celebrating that together. And then where will we be? So we will be gone for at least half of it in the eastern U.S., but we'll be occasionally around here, so you might see us pop in every once in a while. And then Joseph may make a trip to England to defend his doctoral thesis during that time.
So how can we contact you? You can't. No. You might not be able to, but not that I ever used it much, but I've already deactivated my social media accounts, thank the Lord. I'm planning to kind of just completely be away from those and detox from those. And so I didn't unfriend you if you can't find me, just off completely for the next 6 months there. But you can, if you have to contact us, you can do so through the staff, and you can still contact the staff. So last thing is just how can we help the church in your absence, because it is a bit of an extended absence. And, you know, part of the key is just doing what you're doing this morning and throughout the week, which is just be here, be active in your life groups, be a part of moving this church forward and continuing in growth and continuing to create the culture and of love and humility and passionate worship of Jesus that is being cultivated here. Look out for new people, as well as support the pastors who are still here for what they need and volunteering and all of that. Give generously. It'd be nice if we didn't come back to some massive deficit or something like that. That would be good. But decide in your heart, especially those in leadership, that, you know, I'm not going to use this as an opportunity to step back or step down or check out, but rather to really step up, to lean in, to do everything I can do to keep the church moving forward. And so we anticipate coming back to stories of growth and baptisms and salvations, because those things are not dependent on us in any way. And so that's what's going to be happening. Hopefully that helps answer some of the questions. We weren't planning on doing this, but then we just kept getting so many questions, and so we just thought we would address them all in this way. So that's what's happening in April to August.